Hello everyone, today we're in the studio and I wanted to walk you through exactly what happens doing a boudoir photo session. What you will find when we go through all of this is that there is most of all no awkward posing. So no matter what, whether or not you are the most awkward person in the world or you are a seasoned modeling professional, just so you know, your session start to finish will be full of confidence and beautiful posing, no awkward posing allowed, only fun times. So let's get to it. So what's going on when you have a photo session with me? So you're gonna first come in, you're going to sit in hair and makeup. We have worked with some of the most amazing hair and makeup professionals. They usually only work on weddings, but I have been able to get them to come on over here and work on my ladies also. So we have the absolutely best of the best in terms of professional quality, beautiful products, amazing techniques, perfect for all sorts of skin tones. The whole point of being able to sit for a little bit of time in hair and makeup is a couple things. So one, you can literally come in your pajamas and you can sit down and we will make you camera amazing and camera ready. We do it all the time. Super, super easy. So you don't have to stress that morning. If you're the kind of girly that does not do a lot of hair and makeup normally, you don't have to worry about any of those things. All you have to do is show up and let us work our magic and we will take care of you. The second reason is because hair and makeup for pictures looks a little different than what you do on a regular basis. So it's a little heavier usually. It has maybe some false eyelashes. The way that somebody does their hair is different and it needs to last for the entire session. So if you're just doing it at home, unless you have a ton of experience and you're the kind of person that's always watching tutorials and practicing, the vast majority of people don't necessarily feel super comfortable. They're okay with like daily makeup, but having somebody else do it and getting that top tier professional quality is going to completely enhance your pictures. And it makes the difference between a snapshot and an absolutely beautiful finished piece of artwork, which is what we're trying to accomplish and achieve. So that is some of the reasons why it is really great that you get to be able to sit. And then the final reason why everybody likes to come in and have their hair and makeup done and why it's so important and why I require it on my side, if you really want that top tier results, is because when you sit in hair and makeup and you spend that time relaxing, every single person, I don't even care if you have experience and you've done this before, every single person who comes in here, I always hear, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous if I'm taking pictures and they're just normal pictures, much less having like this level of vulnerability and authenticity that you're trying to accomplish with your pictures. So when you get to sit in hair and makeup and you just get to relax and let somebody else pamper you a little bit, but also you're sitting there talking, you're doing some self-reflection and why you're here and what you're trying to accomplish, that's what makes it so helpful for you so that you can just relax, be in the moment, and get rid of some of those nerves. So it's very intentional why I set it up that way, why I don't let everybody just come in and like always do your own stuff or let's like get straight to photographing you, is because you need that little space in between day to day and then coming into your session where you can decompress and feel beautiful and get beautiful and just really pamper yourself and get into the right mindset. So that's the first thing that happens. Hair and makeup, and it's awesome. And if you're a guy and you're planning on coming in, we are happy to do some touch-up work on you. It is a little different. I do feel like guys have a little different mentality when they come in and they do their boudoir shoots. And so I will eventually go into a video on exactly what that looks like, because don't worry guys, I haven't forgotten about you. We don't have as many guys come in obviously as women. I'd say maybe it's like 5 to 10%, but when they do come in, they're super happy with the results and it's a lot of fun also. Same with couples. When couples come in, usually the husband or the partner, you know, it looks a little bit different, but it's still a really, really fun experience. So we'll go into that in a different video a little down the road. But for now, I'm gonna focus on the ladies. So after you finish with your hair and makeup and you're feeling beautiful and you've checked your face in the mirror and you're like, I love absolutely everything, I'm super happy. Lipstick, eyes, face, skin, hair, everything looks amazing. Then what we're gonna do is a little run through of all your different outfits that you brought. If you wanted to add some of the outfits that we have in studio, then you have that opportunity to take a look and see if anything matches and kind of what you're vibing with, what you're feeling. Now that you're feeling like all dolled up, like what do you identify the closest with? What kind of outfits do you feel like you want to go with? What's the vibe of your session? Like, we've already done all this pre-work before and you have an idea because obviously you brought it, but we're just going now and talking through some stuff and trying to figure out like, okay, what do I want to do? What's my vibe? What am I trying to accomplish? And then pulling some pieces that we have too. So we get our little workflow. What I do on my side is I'm looking at how your hair and makeup looks, how your body type looks, your vibe, what you're trying to accomplish, and I'm putting that all together with what you brought to be able to do the whole session. There's so much stuff that goes on in my mind when you're just like relaxing and sitting there. Like, it is crazy because I have to balance all those things, your intention, how you look, your clothing, and figure out what's your personality. So if you say like, I want to do this like so crazy, sexy look, but your vibe is a little bit like, I'm still a little nervous, like I'm not too sure, I got to strategically do outfits to make sure that you can get exactly what you want to accomplish done in the long run. So that's why creative wise, it is insanely fun for me. It is a lot of stress though too. Just know if you're not going to a professional, somebody that has experience and been doing it for a long time, they're not going to be able to talk you through stuff. They're not going to be able to chit chat, and they're not going to be able to get the results that you want on the other side. So there's going to be a fallback in some way because there is a lot of work behind the scenes. It is not just click, click, click. You're balancing all these different things. And I have experience and I'm kind of passionate about it because it does take a lot of work, but I've seen the results on the other side, and that makes me so excited because I get to help ladies and it's really fun to be able to match all these pieces together. So I lay out all the clothing, figure out what the flow is going to be. I've already, if you've made a Pinterest board and sent it over to me, I've already reviewed all of that. So I have a little idea of like what the vibe is, match with the clothing, match with your confidence level, match with what I feel like I need to pull out of you and encourage, like kind of as like a pose, like I'm kind of like a coach over here, right? Like I'm a confidence coach. Let's get you going. And so we get the flow, we have all the outfits that we want to use, whether it's one for some of our small or mini sessions or whether it's like a full day sort of thing, we got it laid out and we start going. The other thing that I do too is I couple different poses with the outfits. So not all outfits are gonna work in exactly the same way. If you want like a super sweet and innocent like looking vibe, then that's gonna need a certain type of outfit and vice versa. So certain poses are gonna lend themselves best to certain outfits. So what I'm also trying to do on my side is making sure I give a great variety of poses, coupled with what poses that you liked from your Pinterest board, coupled with how you look, coupled with what looks best on your body. All these different things going in behind the scenes. At the same time that I am completely actively engaged and talking to you. Possibly we're filming a little bit behind the scenes content so we can create some fun reels for you later. All these different things are coming together, and most of all, it's fun, it's exciting. Women are feeling themselves, they're getting into it. They're like, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this a million years ago? And they're just really having an amazing time. And your confidence is going up and you're feeling good, and we're changing outfits and we're doing poses, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how this is gonna look. And I'm like, I got you, don't even worry about it. If you brought a partner, we're bringing him in for certain things because we're not doing it for everything. We're doing a really awesome mix of every single thing that we're trying to get. So then we finally finished with all the outfits, all the poses. I review on my side. You review like mentally, is there anything that you feel like we've missed? Do we need to reshoot? Do we want to try anything? Sometimes what happens too is after all this stuff happens, women might have been like, oh, I don't know if I want to do like this type of look or if I want to pose in this type of way. And after it's done, it's like we revisit that. Like, okay, like, do you feel like more comfortable? Do you want to try to move in this direction? Do you want to try like this or that look? And if that's the case, then we're able to add some different things on because again, your confidence has gone up so much through this whole experience. We're like, let's go. Let's get all the beautiful pictures. I'm down. So once we've wrapped up all that shooting, you can go ahead and change, and I go over and start loading everything up on the computer, getting it all going so that we can see what we've actually done. So you don't have to, I'm not sending you home. I'm not sending you away so that you can like come see your pictures back in a couple weeks or whatnot. Like, no, thank you. I want to see my stuff now. I want some instant gratification for like the pictures we took and the results. Like, yes, please. I know they're not going to be edited, but I want to see them. So get them all loaded up, I'm doing my thing on my side, going through, taking out the pictures that aren't as good, calling down to professional quality pictures. And then we sit down together and we have this beautiful slideshow and you're able to look through all your pictures. And that's when you start going through and picking the pictures that you want. Oh, I like this one versus that one. I'm there to help guide too, because I've seen hundreds, if not, I think we might be in the low thousands at this point in time, sessions with other people. We are definitely, and I have sat through a lot of photo viewing sessions. So I know exactly how to help. Like, it's not overwhelming, it's not too many pictures. We're able to get through. And I'm looking for, do we have a good variety? How are you feeling? What are your thoughts? And we just go down to the amount of pictures that we need. And then from there, I'm gonna help you to decide how you want to design your pictures. We work with some amazing print labs, and there is nothing better than for me to be able to help you design something beautiful that I love when people put it on the wall, but also maybe you want to keep it more private so it goes in an album. Maybe you're doing a digital pack. Whatever that looks like, my goal is to help you design your pictures and put them in a vehicle that's going to best support you moving forward. So it's not going to just sit on your computer. It's not going to be something that collects dust. It's going to be something that you get to look at all the time and be like, yeah, that's me. I'm amazing. I did that. And that view of yourself is what shifts your mindset. And it's that transformational moment when you realize you're more powerful than you think you are. You're more beautiful than you think you are. You can do anything that you want, and you can accomplish everything that you want. And you can show up for the people in your life in such a powerful, better way because of that self-worth and that identity that you have when you see yourself in a different light. And that's when these pictures go from click, 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 snapshots into transformation, into mindset, into, okay, now I get it. This is who I am. This is what I can accomplish. And when you make those pictures into something beautiful, and I take your order and I finish everything and I send it off to our editor and we start working behind the scenes and then we mail you everything that you ordered, that's what the big shift is. And that's what the big change is. So, no awkward posing, only beauty and only self-confidence and only increased power so that you can be the most amazing person ever. And that's why you need to come in and do a session, because it's not just pictures, it's you